What's up? This is Six Leaf Clover Fire here. Just finished a 12-hour shift with my wife. And I have like half hour, 45 minutes to record probably, so why not? Why not record some sponge? We'll say this is Trouble Spots Part 2. And I really need to practice SBA, but because SBA can be a run killer, but even more run killer, what's been hurting me a lot is rolling ballroom. I was trying to think of the abbreviations. This is just RBR. Doesn't sound very cool though. Doesn't sound like SBA. You know. Also, it's kind of crazy because driving home from work today, I was thinking about chess, and I was just thinking, I can't quit. I can't quit. So clearly, I have a complex when it comes to chess. Like, I hate it, or I at least say I hate it, but yet I'm missing it after one day? What? Something's not right here. So, maybe I'll return to chess. Ironically, that's probably what's gonna happen. But we'll see. But I'm afraid that if I return to chess, especially fast, that people will say that I was clickbaiting. But whatever. The point is it feels like an abusive relationship. Like, genuinely. Like, I've never been in an abusive relationship. Okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe that's a little bit inappropriate of a comparison. Now that I think about it. I know that that's kind of a common expression, but just saying it out loud, that probably not the wisest thing to say. I'll change it. I'll say more so like a toxic relationship where both people aren't happy, but they're just working on it. Or not even working on it, they're just together because they feel like they have to. That probably more so describes what I feel about chess. So my apologies if I offended anybody. It's not my intention. Yeah. I don't think anybody will have taken it like that. So, we're good. But if you do, I apologize. It was not my intent. Anyway, enough about that. See what I mean? Like, it's like a mind virus for me. Just this. I will say that I'm relieved. I worked on Magic today, in the sense that I worked on learning the tarot cards, and oh boy, I had so much fun just learning those. Learned a lot about tarot cards today, which I already knew some things about, but I just learned a whole lot more. Hello? Okay. Anyway, so maybe it's just that I need a serious break. Oh, come on! What's going on with my inputs? Alright, I'm excited for practicing the next trick. Are you kidding me? I need to figure out what's going on. Anyways. Are you kidding me? It keeps just lagging. Yeah, see, these are run release. Significantly slowed me down. The next trick though, it's genuinely one of my favorite tricks. So I'm excited, really excited about it. Why did I do that? Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's just practice. Oops. Okay. As you can see, we're in Dream. But, very different part. This is Dream 2. That's just so much fun. Make sure that I'm collecting that special. So what is going on? I don't know what's going on with the frame rate. It could be due to just having Google Chrome open, which is weird. See, how did I mess up? Which is weird because usually that doesn't do anything. I don't know why sometimes I can just pass right over the spike. Then I just simply hit the wrong one. Yes. Like, you can see my inputs. And I don't like turning the camera there. I just really enjoy it. Yeah. Doing it the way I do it. Now on these save states, these are just like the secondary tricks I struggle with. I practice the primary ones that I struggle with a lot, like my couple spots. A lot, but it's in these. Now the other thing though, rolling ballroom is a trouble spot that just needs to be practiced, like, no matter what. I don't have it on this save file, but or I guess on the set of save states, I should say. The cool thing is, I even press. Really? Well, I did the hard part. I feel like not only the time to cut it, but also the nice. Okay, you can get too far on the edge. The point where you just pass through the spout. So if you're just like right here, you'll get it. But if you're too far forward, you're too far forward. Like, maybe that is too far forward. And you'll just pass it. So the cool thing is about it's just what I want to talk about right now about tarot cards is they tell a story, and I can tell you this because this isn't magic related. This is literally the lore of tarot cards. But see, if I want to do tricks with tarot cards, like mentalism routines or what have you, You need to know this thing. It's like, if you're gonna give a reading to somebody with those tarot cards, and then there's like a twist ending where something really interesting happens, then yeah, you still need to know the tarot cards. They mean. So, and I knew this. A deck of playing cards is based off of tarot cards. Tarot cards way predate playing cards. So there's what's called. Oh, and by the way, I don't believe that these are actually like psychic things. Like, they're just pieces of cardboard, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that there's any danger in using. The cool thing is, see, I missed it. I can just go the normal one, but that only happens sometimes. Like in that case, I can't do anything. Anyway, so the minor arcana is what the deck of cards is based off of. Sorry, little itchy. Minor arcana are very similar to regular playing cards, but with a few differences. So there's still the four suits. The four suits have different names though. Swords, pentacles, cups, wands or clubs, swords or spades, pentacles or diamonds. Oops. Pentacles are diamonds, and then cups or hearts. And each of these actually have like an element tied to them. Like wands are fire, so clubs are fire. Swords, slicing the air, so they're air, and so is spades. Hearts, cups, it's easy, it's water. And then pentacles or diamonds, easy, earthy diamonds, right? So those are important. Okay, and then instead of jacks, it's replaced, or what? Okay, jacks replaced knights. These cards used to be called knights. And then there's actually a card beneath the knight called pages. Like the page of pentacles, for example, would be, well, that's a unique card. So that's why in a deck of cards there's 52 cards, but in a deck of minor arcana cards there are 56 because of the 4 pages. Pretty cool, right? Now there's what's called major arcana, which are what I'm really interested in. I love major arcana. The major arcana are 22 unique cards that are not featured on deck of cards. These are like the more dominant cards. They don't have suits. There's only one in each. So it starts with number 0, the Fool, or you can interpret it as that's what it starts and ends. It's 0. It's outside of space and time. It's the Fool. It's the most pure form. Okay, I'm getting bored of the topic. Not like I'm getting bored of talking about it because I know how long-winded I can be. But you get the idea. And then it goes through 21 in the world. But if you're interested, you can learn about it. There's a whole story behind them. It's really cool, though, in my opinion. But yeah. Anyway, we are here to SpongeBob. I will say Scooby has a trick in it. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights has a trick in it called Creepy Early that's so difficult that it has its own category. So like, they're subdivided by Creepy Early or no Creepy Early. Actually, it's still like an any percent category, but it's like you just have to put if you use Creepy Early or not, because that is how hard of a strat it is. But Creepy Early is possible on every single category or every single console, but they work in different. It works in different ways. So like Scooby is fastest on emulator, on Dolphin. Dolphin specifically. Dolphin emulator. So that's cool. Yeah, Dolphin is genuinely the best emulator. I just love Dolphin. If you think about it, like, really, it doesn't get better than Dolphin. Like, every PS2 game you can get on GameCube, I'm pretty sure. Same with Xbox. Actually, I'm sure there are exclusives, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I just know for PS3 exclusive titles like Resistance 12 Man, there's that whole series, and Infamous is exclusive. Sony as well. And other things like that, and then like Halo is exclusive to Xbox. But other than that, those are very specific games. But not only that, you can rock Wii games with it. Which is honestly just blows my mind. I don't understand. You can just casually rock Wii games. Like with a Wii remote, I'm pretty sure. Like you just have to have that set up. That was a one frame, by the way. I had here because it was SpongeBob's single jump sound. If I get it again, I'll prove it. See, that was the double jump sound. Anyway, so Creepy Early, I feel like, yeah, there we go. See? Proved it. Anyway, I feel like it's, I asked Discord, like, how hard is it to learn from 0 to 10? Like, people were saying like a 10. Like, one person said 10, one person said 9, and one person said 8. So, like, by far it is the hardest trick in the game. But I feel like I would want to learn it just because I kind of like the challenge. Now, that begs the question, why haven't I learned ledge grab for this game? Well, you know what? I probably will go back and learn ledge grab. Honestly. I've done it a handful of times. It's just about consistency, you know? Like, if I was, like, okay. Here's the thing. Ledge grab is just one of those things where it's like, there's one step involved, but it's like super hard. Creepy Early has multiple steps, and not all of them are hard. Right? So it's just like, is it harder as a whole than ledge grab? Like, is there a step along the way that is harder or just as hard as the ledge grab for Robo Sandy Skip? If yes, then of course I'm never gonna learn it. But if no, and it's more like maybe the difficulty of rolling ballroom, then maybe I can, like, that's something I can learn. You know what I mean? I guess it would be rolling ballroom, but there's like... Okay, Rolling Ballroom actually would probably be the perfect example. Like, probably be like the perfect... Because like... So with Creepy Early, you have that initial setup where you first get out of bounds. And that would be like the setup of like getting the ball over to you. You know, and then jumping on the right spot, out of bounds, like missing the invisible wall. Or, yeah, missing the invisible walls, and also avoiding the death plane. No, that would be like flipping into the wall. And then maneuvering over. You see what I mean? I feel like... And then actually clipping in would be getting to the warp. See what I mean? I don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Night of the 100 Frights was the game that was made by THQ before this masterpiece. I feel like Night of 100 Frights is a masterpiece as well. But here's the difference. This game has like over 1,000 runners. And any percent, Night of 100 Frights, it doesn't even have 100, it has 88 runs for any percent. Isn't that insane? So you get a run, I don't care how bad it is, a 5-hour run. There are like 5-hour runs on the board. Or maybe the longest like 4.5 hours, I don't know. But you get the point. Like, you just get any time you are top 100 in the world. Which is also kind of appealing, and it makes me want to try to grow and help the community. There are some things I don't like about the game for speedrunning purposes. Like dashing. I don't like dashing. It's something I'll get used to, but it's just annoying. You know what I mean? It's like sprinting in a video game, but you have to constantly repress the button over and over again. Like, CB has a sprint, but you can dash and use your helmet. And that's slightly faster, and you have to pass over the course of like 3 seconds, and then you just immediately have to repress it. And that's how you're traversing through most of the levels. You see what I mean? Kind of annoying, kind of a pain. Whereas in this game we have cruise boosting. Which, yeah, you have to hit the 1 frames, but once you hit them, once you hit the 1 frames, you're flying. You don't have to worry about it again. Imagine if every 3 seconds you had to reactivate the cruise boost. See what I mean? I know. I'm kind of wound up because I got off from my ship. I spent way too much time on just 3 tricks. I need to move on. A 4th trick is something I've been wanting to work on for ages. Oh no, it's not this one. Disregard. This actually is kind of actually a really hard trick. Just in general, for like casual play. Walk over here and snake around. Otherwise, you will get... And don't fall. You'll get cut in half. What I mean is... These platforms are like divisive. Like, you stand on this, there's like a halfway point that you cannot cross while you are holding this. I'll show you. Ready? Whoa, okay, now it's letting me cross, though. What? I'm so confused. Hold on. Yeah, okay, you can see it now. It's almost like you're touching an invisible wall. And no matter what I do, I can't cross it. So it's not that it's an invisible wall. It's saying that that weight's too heavy for you to come up from it. See what I mean? So I just even understanding. Okay, now I understand that's kind of the mechanics of the platform. That helps. That's a big help. Like, genuinely. I was practicing this on my own yesterday too, these tricks. Yeah, see, there's that cut in half sensation again. But be careful not to... Yeah, that too. Because it feels like everything just gets cut in half. Yeah, this is such a fun one to practice. Genuinely, this is something I struggled with for a long time. This trick. Well, when I was first learning it, actually, I was like, no, I can't get it. This is impossible. And now it's one of my favorites to perform. I wouldn't say it's like hard. It just, you have to, like, once I know I can just go like this to charge up speed. That's something that's a big help. And then the other thing, you're gonna jump at the light, but you're not going to slip off like that much. Not even jump, but you're not going to like slip off like a whole bunch. You're just going to slip off a little bit to the left. So pull just a smidge to the left, jump, and then just immediately jump off them. And then I even rotate the joystick up into the load zone. I probably don't have to do that, but the only reason I do that is because you also don't want to go too far to the right, which is possible too. Let's see if I can purposely do it. Yeah, I just did it. You can see I just hit an invisible. So that's why I slowly, when I know I'm going to hit the trigger, I just slowly inch my thumb to forward, as you can just see as well. Hopefully that makes sense. Sunset is really pretty to the vine.
System has been shut down, and we got
Vines, I meant blanks.
Hooray for justice in all its multi-splendor glory!
Yeah, well, Justice Boy, you also cut the power.
It's next trick that I'm genuinely so excited to practice. You also see I picked up a new trick. Show you that in a second. Okay, anyway, this. I've needed to practice this. Okay, I've learned kind of how to manipulate the AI. Also, it kind of forces you onto the right path. I don't know how to explain it. But just because... Okay. Also, I want to see how much you actually skip. How much do you actually skip? If I just go straight. Okay, you skip not much. Like, it's not much track-wise, but it is a lot time-wise. So the skip is worth it to just do this. I mean, this saves a lot of time. Like a lot. And I'll go ahead and finish off the track as well, because there's some other parts that are like kind of annoying, I guess. But anyway, point is, from earlier, I'm greatly enjoying practicing magic. And also Sponge. Okay, I don't know why that happens, but that screws me up too. Just trying to avoid it. It's so hard to manipulate the AI. So if I could quit messing up that trick on the first try of my runs, that would be fantastic. And I don't know why I get two sound effects, by the way, for the checkpoint. Wait, maybe just don't touch. And then it's... Yeah, okay, that works. So just not even touch the control stick. I got all this here, right? And then... Now I can go. Yeah, because when you do quicker motions... Yeah, see, that was way too soon. I felt like that was going to be a miss. See, when I did it last second, so instead of thinking about it like juking it out, because it's hard, you're on a slide, it's hard to really juke it out. Just let it throw and then you can jump. You have time. If you're really worried about it, you could even pull back on your analog stick. Actually, don't do that, because look how much speed I lost. So don't do what I just suggested. And again, I am just testing things. But look at that. And like, look. You see how the screen, it like pushed you onto the right track. Which is nice. It's like, oh, you're supposed to be on this track right here. Yeah, so all you have to do is push forward and it'll push you right into B. I got something I noticed. That's pretty cool. There we go. So just don't even... Just neutral. Be neutral on the joystick. And well, I tried to. So I was, but okay. You know what? I can probably just keep holding forward, right? And just really jump last second. Or am I going too fast now? Let's see. No. I feel like this works. You just have to be very mindful. Like, very mindful. Okay, I like just neutral. That's what makes the most sense to me. Keep it neutral. Here. And then go. Start to get a sense of how it works. Also, I only have really 9 save spots. I'll show you why. On this one. There's one where I just salvaged it. I messed up, but I still salvaged it. Come on now. Yeah, so practicing this slide is great. I don't think I'll get around to practicing the ultimate spatula. The thing that killed my last run. Bowling ballroom. Yeah, you're good. this has become a lot easier. That's now not going to be something I'm going to worry about during my runs, at least I don't think. Because I felt like during my runs, I felt like this was such an easy section that it just felt like blind jumps because I hadn't practiced it. So why would I practice it? It's easy sections. See, you get like, you can hear it. It's it'll be 2 checkpoint sound effects, but it only happens sometimes, and even 3. And also, you can hear. Yeah, I don't know why these audio glitches are happening. Depending on when you jump that first time off, this makes it sound like a second jump. As well, a double jump. Okay. That's enough of that. You get the point. And I have previously practiced these too. This is not my... You're not watching my first time practicing any of these. I felt like that was apparent, and I knew I missed that. Come on now. That was a hard clip. Come on. Oh, wow. I didn't know I was clipped out enough where I could just jump through it. Sometimes it confuses me. While clipping gets confusing. I'm pretty sure this is the only spot. No. There's one other spot on my route where you L-clip. And it's the easiest L-clip in the world. Like, you literally just press L once and you clip through it. It's in Graveyard 1. Okay, so yeah, positionally kind of matters as well. Well, more so than kind of matters. Matters. I didn't think I had in the fight. But see, that looked like I was in the exact same spot, but clipping was harder. Oh, come on. Thought I hit it that time. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I double jump. Because I slipped off. I was just like, oh, this is not gonna make it. Come on now. Do it one more time so that mess that up. And number 8. Okay, I just went the wrong way. You ready? Eee, it's the spatula. I don't know why I was so opposed to. It just looked a lot harder than it actually is. And now that I was, I'm pretty good at cruise boosting. Because I was trying to eliminate a need to cruise boost. But there's no point. Cruise boosting is just like it's a strat. If anything, eliminating cruise boosting will make it worse. You see what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to cruise boost. Like, if I miss like 20 times cruise boosting, you know, I can always use the regular method. Not regular, the intended method. Just getting a cruise bubble on them, on those buttons. But this is such a gangster way to do it. It's just a lot of fun. Scaling those buttons it just seemed like it would be really hard to like stay on, but really, you just stick the landing, pull back really quick. Let me do it actually correctly this time. Stick the landing, pull back on the stick, and then you just a repeat of motions there. Yeah, I'm not gonna do rolling ballroom tonight. Yeah, get some good sleep, of course. Yeah, don't slip off that. Like, if you fall off that, you're not gonna make the jump. Good thing is you still have your cruise boost, so it's not a big deal. Okay, bubble bash in the right spot. There's another thing. Oop. I missed. And again, you still have your cruise boost. I might just fix it. That's the med I still have. Well, I took my meds. I'm glad I remembered. I have an app called Round to remind me if I've taken my meds. This is one of my favorite spatulas to play in the game. Anyway, why am I practicing this one? Well, in my PB, I did this wrong. I was like here. I thought it was the second house. No, it's the first house that you use as the arrow. No, I've already collected the spatula in this situation, so it's not going to give me a cutscene. It's just going to freeze. Unlock the item movement. That's what happens if you've already have The spatula. Because there's no boss to fight, if that makes sense. See what I mean? Yeah, I can move. I can't actually move. Because it thinks you're in a cutscene, but you're actually not. See what I mean? Pretty cool. Ooh, that was cool. I've never had that happen before. Oh, come on. Yeah, at that point, I know where I'm looking for at this point. Which helps a lot. Oh, come on. How did I still end up... I'm pretty sure there's a way to, like... I feel like I did it once. Whatever. Anyway, it's not important. This is genuinely one of my favorite specialists about this part. Especially, it's just so cool looking. Okay, this. This platforming is a lot of fun. Oh, I'm continuing to do it. Or I don't even have to jump over. It's pretty cool. I don't know what's causing that, but see there I had to jump. Ah, I went too far to the right. Last time, and then I'm done for the night. Saving it because I feel like that's gonna happen during a run. Okay, I got distracted. I got a Facebook message. There we go. Alright. I won't even let you pause. Alright, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm tired. See you next time. Thank you so much. Peace. I pressed the wrong button.